applications assume. I wish you could set a global feature, like in Windows, that says this is where I plan on installing applications, and then applications can use that global feature.
Right. Ugh,
I don't
yes.
I don't know why it's not like that.
Yeah, it's pretty friggin' frustrating, not gonna lie. But I've got it and I am recording. To a different drive, no less. Ooh, I don't like that though. Uh, there we go. So yeah, I will have that and I'll be able to upload it so you can do your AI summary wizardry stuffs.
I'm curious on how well that works. I haven't been able to use it since you and I talked about it.
But you did it for one of the
Yeah, I
episodes,
used an
right?
old one, but I already wrote all the stuff down. It was interesting to see. I'm curious what's going to be like with something new.
We shall see.
All right,
Is Pappy back yet?
I think so.
See.
Okay.
Okay. So, under the neon lit canopy of Seattle, the runners engage in a fierce struggle against Clean Steve's formidable group. But they are checking themselves for their wounds and from their valiant efforts. As the night sky enveloped in the cityscape of the inky darkness, the air cracked with an electric energy, accentuated by the faint hum of holographic billboards and the distant echoes of hover vehicles. A medley of vibrant colors danced upon the rain soaked streets, reflecting off the chrome glass facades that towered above. In this dystopian city, their shadows concealed both treachery and opportunity. Had this battle been worth the toll it exceeded? With the, de- with the deft narrative shift, the story rewound, transporting us back to an earlier time. As the focus shifted to Alpha Blue, poised at the crossroads of destiny. At the funeral home, a mournful sound of synthetic strings drift across the air. Alpha, surrounded by an aura of intrigue, speaks up to make her bid. The funeral home's somber halls echo with a quiet reverence, the soft illumination casting elongated shadows upon polished marble floors. In this solemn space, the runners, still new to the complexities of the world, gather with a mix of trepidation and anticipation. Alpha's offer emerges, a delicate balance between pragmatism and caution. Though modest, it carries a sense of respect, acknowledging the runner's inexperience while gently guiding them towards a path of growth. She is making it, or she gives her offer, and how this is going to work. We are jumping back to an earlier time. I know I mentioned this last game to everybody else that was here, but for Aaron, um, I wanted to be able to utilize the uh, what the Shadowrun mechanic of actually bidding for your job. Um, how this is going to work? She is making um, her approach. She is using her rapport. She wants to present this as a fair deal. Fair deal. This is going to be a contest. So you choose your approach, which, however you want to try to approach this, whether you want to meet this with rapport or you want to try to intimidate, like so you're trying to create some provoking, or you're going to try to make it a performance to show like you guys are um, amazing, or you want to deceive, like you guys are amazing. Um, so whoever wants to be the face of this negotiation.
They'll
Before
be
that,
me.
can we get a reference on like what fair pricing is?
So the base number. So I'm setting the base number. Well, mechanically, she gave you a number. She actually said a number out loud. But um, whatever that number is, it really doesn't exactly matter because I'm setting a base value of 50 New Yen point, with
Total?
50% down. Um, if you how the mechanic will work in the contest, if you win the contest, you get to um, raise it by 10%. Um, if you lose, you can try again by accepting social stress. Another loss, though, incurs a 5% penalty.
Okay.
And
So
same
that's
thing for
50
her.
total, not per.
50 total, yeah.
Okay. And how much would like a normal job give us? Like I don't know, like how much extra she's given us for like an intense job.
It depends on the job. So like this job is personal to her, so she's taking that into account. But like your day at the park or day at the zoo, that incurred you 10 Neon point. Probably a little bit bigger of a job that's going to take a couple days would probably be 20, maybe 25. So she's making a strong offer, but she knows that there's some danger and intrigue behind this, and so she's also presenting it to be fair, but she also wants to see you grow because she's hoping to utilize you guys in the future.
Okay, sorry. You said we got 10 from the daytime part. That was 10 per, I thought.
Was it 10 per? I thought I only gave you 10 total.
I thought it was 10 per.
You're like, this is like a big job. We just want to give you like extra before we like really start the game, is how what you said.
Yeah.
And then like other jobs are going to be a lot less.
I thought it was 10 per, but I also didn't remember the rest of that, so.
I think I asked him that afterwards.
Oh, okay.
In the group. Because that's when I was still figuring out like money, like tech versus magic, and like
I
the
thought
price
it was
of
20
things.
per.
I'm wondering if I gave I'm wondering if I gave you 10 per to try to just help get you guys some more money to use for your characters. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that it was that low.
We can just call that like a fluke if you want, like if you want to keep it around 50 for balancing purposes.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, just call it 100. We're good.
All right, fair enough. Okay, it's 100. Same rules still apply. If you succeed, you can bump it up by 10%. If you fail, you can retry. But if you fail again, you'll incur an additional 5% penalty. So, like, if you fail, you're losing 10%. But choosing to try again and you fail again, you're going to lose a total of 15%. If you need a refresher on how contests work,
If we fail once and then succeed, do we go back to neutral or get a positive bonus?
if you fail once and succeed,
Like using social stress to try.
No, if you fail once and then you succeed, you're at 10%.
Bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
But keep in mind, she might also decide to take social stress to push backwards, try to help push it back down. So it's going to be a 10% advantage in whose ever situation is the winner.
Considering the large amount she's giving us, I'm not sure if it's even worth haggling here. Like what's the mindset of our group on something this large anyway? You know, do we always haggle?
Money.
This is how we go broke. It's going to be 0 by the end.
I trust you.
Don't trust me.
I need money.
Well, I feel like the person that's more money driven should probably haggle for it then.
Oh, I have no haggling abilities.
I look at Foxconn and I'm like, he's probably the best at this.
Yeah.
I give him that look. I'm like, he's the guy who like hasn't gotten into trouble with us so far, aside from getting attacked. You know, but that's whatever.
Do any of you
Other
have
people
social skills?
attacked?
I don't think any of us have social skills.
I have deceive at 8.
Okay.
I have a 4 in deceive and 4
I
in
have.
charisma.
Wait.
I'm a partial face. Like
I have empathy. Is that considered a social skill?
Hey, you care. You care about people.
How about rapport?
I do have. I have an 8 in rapport.
Okay. course.
Oh, I thought I put stuff in rapport. What? Did I not?
You like living on the wild side by keeping your character unlocked.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Am I really
Oh, I put contacts in,
the
not
most
rapport.
socially adept of this group? That sounds very not good.
You may be the most socially, I don't know, like appropriate for the situation. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm the
I mean,
socially awkward guy.
when it,
Maybe, huh? Okay, well then, no, I'm good with it, guys. Let's just go with how it is.
Okay. I mean, if you're going to just flat out accept her offer, cool. Then,
Overthinking. I'm like, this is like the most I've gotten paid all year.
all right. So I'm going to put 50 yen into the
I was
Yeah.
100.
you mean 100.
No,
Oh,
50.
50
she's giving
down,
you
right.
down.
Oh yeah, 50% down. Yeah, that's right.
Are half unions a thing, or are we dividing this unequally?
There's not really a thing of half union. I'm putting it in the party sheet. So
There's a push.
How do we get there again?
up at the top, there's next to the two swords, you have the party in your inventory. I'm putting
Gotcha.
it there.
Ooh. Inventory. I see.
Okay. During this conversation, though, Raise, I need a notice check from you. This is probably an honorable assassin, though, for your distinctions, just because
Okay.
of your history.
That's good. So nurse would be. Is that a prescribed thing, or is that like a?
That's a skill.
Yeah, is
Probably
it intuition or is it presence or logic? They're all the same for me. It's also I also
enough.
have composure.
I
And
think it would be intuition.
okay, and then is it an intentional deception? Because I do get a bonus if it is somebody who's trying not to be noticed deliberately.
I would say yes.
Okay, and I just click that twice, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Do I need to put in the roll, or you just? I'm sorry, it's been a hot minute here. Or I just click roll.
Yeah, you just click roll.
I
Oh,
should get
son of
PP.
a bitch.
Oh.
I think you're going to succeed. Oops, I didn't. That should be 5. Sorry, I hit submit before I hit.
Likely story.
Yeah, but I rolled 2 hitches if anybody needs to use them.
Oh, I forgot. I started out with 0 plot points. Let me add my 1.
Yep.
Hit double digits, guys.
What the? How?
I don't spend them,
Can I buy those?
and I roll a lot of ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you buy for other people? Like, buy plot
Not,
points to give someone else an asset for the round or for the scene?
I guess technically you buy the plot points, you create the asset, and then you have to spend another plot point to give it to somebody else.
Plot point layaway.
Do I have to buy? Do I spend
Doesn't
2
another
of
one
those to
spread
buy
it
both of those?
to like everyone though?
I can't remember if it's rolled in the same one or not.
Depends. If you're buying, if you're buying them for one asset, then you only have to spend 1 point. Actually, if you click the little link that's next to it,
That I'm trying to look through it, but please humor my very overworked brain.
that's okay.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
What are you trying to buy it for? Like, are you trying to lower something that, like, lower, like, do you have any conditions or anything? Or
Not in this scene. Are they only applicable to this scene?
they would be, yeah.
Okay, then no. Never mind. I won't buy them.
Oh, it's 2 PP to share with all. Okay.
trying to think if there was anything that you could carry over from it. I don't immediately think of something, so there could, like, if you had an idea of something that you wanted to do.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Like literally nothing has happened yet in this scene. You just said roll this thing, so
Gotcha.
You could get like
Okay.
a negotiation asset and like be like, actually, we want more.
So yeah. Outside, you see her walk by.
sing and do a diddy diddy dun.
I'm really glad I just looked at her character earlier because I forgot who she was.
I vaguely remember this being the lady outside the place with the kids and the bad stuff.
I sure. Yizzle is a trainer from your background. Seeing her rushes you back to a time where you remember being woken up by her. She comes slithering into the room. She is a Naga. And when she comes back to her human form in front of you, but still with her tail as her bottom half of the body, she's like, "It's time for you to get up and face your opponent." And she glances over at your weapons.
Is
She
she
waits for you.
implying that she's my opponent?
No, you are, as a child, probably still like instilled with some sense of fear in her. She's a very harsh and cruel and very mono toned person.
Mm-hmm.
And most of you and the other trainees just knew not to set her off. But usually, if you did what she said, uh, like a decent
Be okay.
commander, yeah.
Okay. I will go grab my weapons then. What are my weapons at this point?
It's probably a sword at this time.
Okay.
Um, and as like she's walking down the hall, she's like, "Have you been practicing your katas?"
Of course. Every day.
Good. What do you know? What do you think is your What do you think is your weakness?
Uh, I don't know. My weakness is not knowing what my weakness is.
You really need to know thyself more.
How old am I in this scenario?
When did you escape?
Oh god. I think it was supposed to be like tween age-ish. Um
Okay.
I'm trying to pull up my OneNote to see if I can go back through it.
Yeah, if you got more notes about your character, I got like 3 sentences.
Mm, nope. Yeah, so we'll go with that. Like 12-ish maybe.
12-ish? Okay,
So
then
she
I
would
would say
probably
that
be like 10 maybe? I don't know.
10 or 11.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm assuming like you were taken at like at the age of like 6 or something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't have any memory of before really. So,
Gotcha. Okay. Um,
it's all my life is losing my memories.
uh, before you enter into what you know is um, it's like an arena. It's very small. Um, she places a hand on your shoulder and she goes, "When you're inside, I think you'll discover it, but use that." and
Okay.
her tail grabs the door and opens it up, and she ushers you inside. You'll never forget the face of the person that's standing across the room from you. And you react to it. But unfortunately, that's where the camera cuts back to current.
Okay.
When you get outside, because this is making up for what happened in prior games, you're going to tell the group something along the lines of you'll catch up with them later, that you got to take care of something. But I'm going to offer you a PP if you explain what you tell to the group, because you want to pursue Ysil alone. Yizel alone. And also, I'm curious why you might not want to divulge that portion of your life yet to them.
Well, to answer that second part first, probably because I like to have a good understanding and um, have a good grip on my own affairs. I don't tend to disclose a lot of them anyways, but definitely not without fully understanding them anyway. I would want to be prepared as much as possible for, any questions or other complications that might arise from it. So that would be why I wouldn't want to disclose it right away. And I would say
Okay.
that that's probably why I would want to pursue her on my own, is because it is an entity from my past. And the fact that she's showing up here without any context is uh, unlikely to be just a coincidence, and I don't know why. And so I would want to figure out what that is, in case, I don't want to put them in danger. And, depending on the, why she's here, it could be something that could be negatively impactful, and I don't want that to affect the crew if I can help it.
Okay. So what do you tell them?
I will just say that I got an alert about an old contact, and I need to go see what's going on with them really quick to make sure it's not going to interfere with our mission.
Great. Can you give me a composure and deceit roll?
It's not deceptive. It's absolutely true.
And who wants to roll their notice?
Ooh,
I will.
I'll notice. I notice. I roll my notice.
Can I also roll?
So how the group thing works, basically you can give him a die. Like your
I can give
assistant.
him a die. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Intuition?
Yeah, intuition.
Can it just be any of the die I would use?
It would be your notice die.
No, I was hoping to use my super sense.
Okay. Yeah, because
it's still a 10. Okay, I'll give you a
Okay.
D10.
Are we sure that this isn't me using my empathy trying to take care of people? No? Okay.
No, it's not.
I gave you a D10 as well. Or was that?
Does he have to roll first so I know what I'm going against?
No, you're setting the difficulty.
Okay.
So I got one bonus die from Spectre?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man. Really? Fine.
Did you just roll perfectly?
Yeah, like what were you mad about?
If I must.
So Sorry, I don't think you have a chance, Aaron.
Excuse me, this is Ray's, not Aaron. Thank you very much.
Sorry, raised.
Happy, I'm dropping you a line.
Okay.
Because we can't change the past, she leaves.
No.
Yizzle decides. I'm sorry. Let me change the sound. All right. Yizzle descends a flight of stairs, her steps echoing against the cold stone walls as she reaches an old rusted steel door. With patience ease, she pushes it open, revealing a hidden passage that leads into the inner streets. An intricate network of tunnels and chambers nestled with the industrial sewer system, dimly lit by flickering bulbs and adorned with graffiti and the scent of dampness, the understreets serve as a clandestine pathway, connecting various hidden corners of the city. Yizzle navigates the labyrinth passages with an air of familiarity, her footsteps echoing in the eerie silence as she moves with purpose towards her destination. I'm assuming you follow her?
I'm assuming I don't have a choice.
You do have a choice. You can choose to stop following her
No, I'm
once
going.
she goes into the passage, or
No, I'm going. I am going to activate my armor though, just to be prepared in case I need to uh, move quickly for any reason. And then
yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
be using my cyber eyes anyways for whatever is better down there, the night vision or thermal vision.
Okay. Yeah, probably a low light will be will be helpful down there. Where did you go? Your character fell off the combat tracker. There you are. All right. Blimp. And then... Why does it sound playing? Can you guys hear any sound?
It's really
I like
quiet.
a
I had to turn it
light.
up a lot, but
Oh yeah, it's really quiet.
Yeah, I hear it. Just like a high pitched noise.
it's like a
Like
hum and a whine
yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem right.
and a little bit of drippy noises.
Because it's going to get surprisingly loud, so I think there's something
Oh.
wrong with
Oh, well then I'm going to turn that back down.
it.
Look at the animations on
Yeah,
this
I'm
map.
about to
How
say,
cool.
these
Very
maps are so
nice.
cool.
How much you want?
Yeah, I kind of went a little overboard.
I guess so.
It looks pretty badass though.
Yeah. Very CRPG inspired.
Refresh. point in what's going on. Okay, anyways. Just raise these up. All right. I will let you know once I change the sound.
So turn.
So yeah, you follow
so
her
turn
down
it
into
up
here
for right now.
if you want to, or you could just leave it down. It shouldn't be long, and I'll be changing the
Just
sound.
give me a heads up. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, you follow her down into here. I would like you to make a stealth check.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spend my PP for my. Oops. Well, I would have gotten that one for describing the thing, so
Yes.
I forgot to add that. So that's gone now. So I'm back to where I was.
Fair enough.
So that will give me. I think it's a bonus agility die. Let me look. Agility boost of D8. Yes. Okay. So that I'm just gonna toss that in there so I don't forget, and then look at the. Okay, let's do this. Agi. And you said stealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am just assuming that it's agility because I played a bunch of rogues. Is that right?
Yeah, agility. Make sense.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I need to reset this, and then I'm buying it.
Of course you are. Oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. I didn't know that that was a... Is it re-rolling them when I move them?
It shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be.
I mean, if you're moving it to effect and then you're moving it back, the effect is always going to show you the die number rather than the outcome number.
Yep, that's what's happening. That's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Of course, my 1d10, I get a fucking 1 on. Are you kidding me?
She gets down here and you hear her flip open her cell phone, and it rings, and you hear this like higher pitched voice on the other side, that I'm not going to be able to imitate. But she says to her, "Were you able to find her?" And Yizzle says, "Yeah, I left enough breadcrumbs. I see that she has found herself some companions. On the other side of the phone, she's no good to them. We need her for one more test. Make sure you bring her to me." She says, "Don't worry, Buttercup. It'll be done." And clicks her phone closed. You remember, Buttercup, when you first was recruited. At first, it was kind of funny seeing her. Please tell me I moved the picture over. Please tell me I moved the picture over. Of course I didn't, because why would I? Sorry.
Okay.
when you came into the training room, the first time, you were roughly 6 years old, and all of a sudden this, like, the room had, like, full of, like, soldiers and powerful people and even some large creatures. And then in comes floating this little girl, about 1 inch off the floor. Her toes dipping down. And when she came in, you thought maybe she was another, like, maybe a student or somebody who's been studying there. And till she got in there and started commanding all these people, and they immediately were following her orders. It just kind of seemed out of place. Like, children don't tell adults what to do, adults tell children what to do. And she had full control of this. Throughout the years, you saw different things where she only had a kind of a cheerful emotion, but it was creepy. She would giggle and laugh and tell jokes as she brutally murdered people. Children that couldn't meet their marksman goals, she would be like, "Well, I guess you just don't need those eyes," and rip them out of the kids' heads. You haven't heard her voice since you escaped, and that was the first time that you have since.
Well, that's horrifying.
You can hear Yizzle up ahead start pacing.
Can I tell that she has noticed me?
You probably feel that she made herself aware of you, so you would follow her.
Okay. Well, I will remain at the ready, and I'll walk up to her, or at least a little closer. I'll come to, like, here. Be like, what is it you guys need me for now? Oh.
She looks back at you and she's like, "To finish the evolution. You were part of a program, and you didn't complete it. There's one last piece of programming that we need from you."
I'm not a coder.
Don't worry. You won't need to do much. Tell me, have you heard from Jen?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
No worries. We hopefully will find out some more information about that soon. Go ahead and give me a initiative check. I need to drop the Arrowhawk.
Are Foxtrot and all them supposed to be on the, and whoever Mad Dog is?
Yeah, he's the player that's not going to be here in a mo. But,
Oh, actually, Raptor Inspector there too. I just hadn't read down
Where are
far
we?
enough.
I'll just dump their characters from this real quick. Oh,
That's what
not I want.
happened to me.
Oh, the tracker.
Yeah.
I need a way that I can just do that with one button. Okay. That's interesting.
3 people against 1. You gotta give the enemy some better odds.
Why me? Why am I always the one getting solo assaulted, huh? I mean, to be fair, technically, I put myself in this situation, but the other ones I did not.
The tokens, so like you're gonna see the person at the bottom who doesn't have anything, is because they all act on the same turn. It's just that, well, you know what, I could just throw them up there. I just needed the tokens. I didn't really care for the actual stats.
The person at the bottom.
Yeah, they're on the tracker, but I just went ahead and gave them the same initiative as the other goon.
Yizzle? I see
No,
Goons
I'm sorry.
19 and Goons 2 and Yizzle.
Goon 2 was at the very bottom because he didn't have an initiative. That's because they went on the same initiative, and telling me I figured out later I could just give them the same initiative number and just go from there.
I'm with you. Okay.
Don't forget, there's 17 goons still hiding here.
At least.
So, you're first. What do you do?
Well, it's clear that said goons are hostile. Yeah, like it's not like they're
Yeah, they're red.
they're warm and cuddly. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna try to shoot them some bitches.
Okay, I'm about to click on the new sound.
Oh, hang on.
Hold up.
Okay, I'm ready.
That's 2 play.
Why? Why is this sound set so quiet? It was very loud in my ear earlier. All right. Adjust appropriately. And I'm sorry, I need to take a quick 10-minute because I need to let the dogs out. And then we will wrap this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right back.
Here, orcs.
Those are just the grunts, actually. Or the
Right.
goons.
Right. Why are the goons Akira Toriyama characters?
Okay. Sorry about that.
I'm here.
Awesome. All right. Let's say that again. What was it that you were doing?
I believe something along the redneck version of shoot them motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
So I want to also use my guns ability because I actually haven't used it yet.
I didn't know you had a gun.
Yes, it actually connects to my cyber eyes, which is what I'm going to do right now.
When you said that, I thought you meant you like shot the bullets from your eyes. And I was like, what?
No.
No, although I wrote roll logic, firearms, and distinction, and gain the effect die for aiming.
Mm-hmm. I'll say that when you were turning on your shield, you were also setting that up as you were coming down. That's something that
Okay.
you were going to want to start because that actually takes an action.
Yes, yeah.
But that makes sense that you're preparing yourself for a possible fight.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's see. Logic. Where is fire? Oh, it's shoot now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Let me change that in my notes. And we roll. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm buying those.
I can't win, you guys. Like literally over okay, that one had a botch. That one had a botch. I don't think I've rolled anything that didn't have botches in it yet. This is ludicrous.
This means you're gonna be really lucky later.
No. No, my entire life is unluck.
So
I don't know how this works, so yeah.
Oh wait, that was just for turning it on. So
Yes.
I'm sorry. Let me. What did it say was the difficulty?
It didn't, so that's what I was a little confused about. Hang on, now it's not pulling up my OneNote again. Okay. Logic
Okay.
plus shoot plus distinction and gain the effect die for aiming. So I don't know how that works.
Mod difficulty.
I have that's a D8.
Yep. So yeah, mod medium or moderate difficulty. So
Oh.
you succeeded.
Okay.
So you did, and now you have a D10 aspect for the remainder of the scene.
Well,
you're going.
cool. I guess that
Because-
works out. I just spread my unluckiness, so sure. Maybe it's
I
contagious.
did also roll some ones if you want to purchase any of those.
You know what? Yes. Oh, does it automatically add in PP if you buy my hitches now?
Yes.
You coded that. That's so cool. I was like, wait a minute. I have more than I had before.
Yep.
Yes. I would like to. It's just the one, right?
You could buy. I mean, I rolled two. Well, the first one wasn't. The first one was a misunderstanding. I was rolling for dodging.
Yeah. So it's just
so
the
that doesn't really count. It's the one
the
that's below.
1d8 one, right?
Yep.
Do I click through the actual like roll thing to buy it, or do I just subtract the PP and?
Yeah, subtract the PP and add a temp asset, or you can bump up your the eye thing by one.
So that'd give me a D12?
Yep.
Is it worth it? No, I want the other asset. I think. Is it a D6 or?
It would be a D6. Yes.
Fuck it, then I'm gonna bump it up to D12. I'll probably roll a 1 on it, but I'll take that risk.
Fair.
Okay.
All right. So now that you have that,
Yes.
Go ahead and
Okay.
roll.
Now I'm gonna try and shoot them. So. I'm assuming shoot is agility, yeah?
yes.
And then I have. I don't have it. Oh, yes, I do.
You're gonna want to add then a temp asset.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide because I have it in my signature assets.
That's your gun. The effect that you have. I mean, you're gonna add your gun into it too, but you also have that D.
Well, I've got
12
my
effect.
armor one.
Well, your armor's not gonna count for shooting. Unless you're.
Even though it adds agi?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, you spent the PP
So,
or whatever it is on
yeah,
that.
I didn't. I did that to buy the hitch, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, then you add an extra D8 on top of that. So you have a lot of dice that are about to happen.
Okay, so there's that, there's my agility, there's shoot, there's my bonus for having my gun, there's the... That's the asset I bought, which I... Wait, I was bumping up my other one to a D12. Okay, hang on, let me remove that one, because then that shouldn't be there. Sorry, you guys. Okay, hang on. Those are my 3 skills. This is my bonus, and then I get this one from the armor PP. Then I was bumping up the aim one from a D8 to a D10. Yes. Okay. I think I have this correct. I apologize if it's not. Here, let me put a screenshot, because I think this is right, but I want to do this before I fuck it up. So the first 3 are just my skills. The 6 is my specialization in the shoot skill. The 8 is my, the D8 bonus is my armor that I spent the PP on earlier. And then the last one is my I-Link with my gun.
Yep.
And then I bumped that up from a D8 to a D10 with the hitch I bought.
No, that should be at a D12.
That should be at a D12?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, fuck! God fucking damn it. I was trying to click the plus sign and not the whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Whatever. It's fine.
All right. They rolled an 11.
Well, one of them was supposed to be a D12 and I didn't get it, so...
Well, if you want to take your final D10, whatever your last D10 is, and just ignore that, and then roll a D12 and replace that. You could do that.
I already clicked submit, though.
Yeah, I know. So you could take a D12 and drop it in the reroll box, and then when you look at the line of your
When
dice...
I click submit, it goes away.
No. You take the D12 and you drop it in the reroll box. You see the reroll box?
Sure don't. It went away when I click submit.
Oh, because you already put it out
That's
here.
why I said I click submit.
I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. Okay.
I don't care. Whatever.
That's all right. Okay. So, they succeeded in dodging. Yeah, you didn't beat their dodge, but you totally beat their effect. I'm trying to remember.
Just so you know, I am shooting at the goon.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that matters.
Yes. So yeah, you start shooting at the goon. They kind of like lean themselves back into the pipes. It starts blasting up next to them. One of them's like, it burns. As sparks are flying near him. You hear the water moving.
Oh, good.
And
I'm assuming not, you know, like on its own with a natural current.
yeah, no. And you see in the middle like this like ripple effect happening as this guy steps up and out of the water.
Is it actually an earth elemental, or is that just the name of the unit in...
It is an earth elemental.
Oh, good.
And it launches itself out of the water and comes up here, drops, and tries to grab you.
Swell.
And he's going to use one of these Doom dice. I don't know what just happened there. Oh, I see. Crazy. All right. That extra one is an accident. It re-rolled the dice that was inside my bar. I don't know why. But it didn't help out. Okay.
Can I buy that hitch?
Yes, you could buy the first one.
Is there a way to like permanently keep the assets or whatever?
Yes. On your character sheet, there's a thing called temp assets. Click the little plus sign.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. The first one was that supposed to be 12.
Mm-hmm. And your tactical armor is already a D8, so you could just click that.
Yes, I have been doing that.
Okay.
I did the first time and then I deleted it and then redid it. So.
Gotcha.
and this is just like a normal D6, right?
What's a normal d6?
If I'm buying this hitch.
Yes, it can be.
I may as well, since I seem to roll mostly ones. It might still help.
Okay. Or it might give me extra ones I could buy.
That's fine. Okay. Am I allowed to attempt to like dodge or anything? What am I?
Yeah.
What do I roll against that? I'm sorry.
How are you dodging?
I will be using my very fancy armor that I'm sure will save my life to
Okay.
help get my muscles to move faster and hopefully get out of its grasp.
Cool. Agility athletics. And then you get out of your augmented. Yep.
Can you see what I'm adding to my...
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, cool, then I didn't need to give you that screenshot.
Oh, I can't see your dice pool. I can see what you click on your character sheet.
Oh. I don't think I made it.
Okay. No. So he's grabbed you, and he's dealt a D8 of stress to you.
I'm assuming this is physical.
Yes. Now you can take it as either stress, or you can take it the condition of grappled. I don't care either way.
I think I'd rather take it as grappled. Although I might be overestimating the D&D rules of grapple here. Do other enemies, are they also... am I harder to hit, and is he easier to hit, potentially?
You could utilize it for that, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use that grapple as a shield.
Okay. Does that go under conditions and trauma?
Yep.
Okay. Do I put that as like a D anything, or just write that I'm grappled?
Yeah, it's a D8. Grappled and then write D8, or change it to a D8.
I click the D8 and it lights up the 4 and the 6. That's right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. The goons are basically going to. Well, they really can't move anywhere to get in good position to do anything. Well, this guy can run over here and shoot at you. You can add the D8 grappled condition as part of your dodge. However, you are... It's actually going to be a wash, because he's going to add the D8 in for his attack, because you have a condition, but because you can't move. But you're also able to use him as a shield, so they get washed out. And he's going to shoot at you.
Do I get to use my armor in this situation?
Sure.
Okay. And can I still use that D6 hitch from the elemental as an extra?
Hitch from the elemental. Sorry.
When he first attacked me, I bought the hitch.
Yeah. What is the hitch? What did you name the hitch? What does it do?
I didn't name it.
Give it some kind of name. Explain how you're getting an asset from this.
I don't know, as he jumped out of the water at me, I poked him in the eyes or something as he was trying to grapple me.
It could be something that benefits you as well. Like adrenaline.
Sure, we'll go with... What the fuck is an elemental doing here? Parentheses adrenaline.
Perfect. You can purchase that one if you want.
I think I might need it. Wait, that's the wrong way. But I can't use this hitch this turn, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure I can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll take that. Listen, I would really like you to change to a 6, please. Thank you. Are you kidding me? Oh, hang on. What did I take? I took death as inevitable. What does this one let me do? I can step up a beneficial die, but I have to do that as, like, before I roll, right? Yeah, okay. I didn't make it.
Okay. Take a d6 of physical damage.
Does that go under stress? I've never taken damage before.
Yeah, stress.
Okay.
That was both of them, and then Yizzle. She turns into her snake form, and then her eyes start spinning. And she's like, "You just need to relax." I need a will and a what is it going to be to stay awake? Survival. Check from you.
Do I get either of any of my temp assets from this? From the elemental or the goon shooting at me? I'm assuming not.
If anything makes sense.
I mean, aside from adrenaline and great, now he's shooting at me. Probably not, no.
Probably not.
Jesus fucking Christ. And this is how I die. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, so she beat you by 10, so she's bumping up that 12 to a takeout condition. You can spend a plot point to stay in the fight, but you are going to be receiving a mental 12. The alternative is you can take the mental 12, but give in.
Nope, not giving in.
Okay. So, yep, you're at a mental 12. And you get, yeah, you spent the plot point for it. Okay. Wow, there is a lot of arrows flying here on my screen. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, what do you do?
Yep, try and get out of the elemental's grasp and run the fuck away.
Okay, good luck.
Thanks. What do I roll?
Probably some kind of agility athletics to wiggle your way out of it.
I am going to spend another plot point from my distinction to bump up my athletics 1.
Okay.
Let's see how we do. Are you fucking kidding
Buying
me?
that?
Whatever.
Yep, he holds you tight. You are not getting out of his grip. And now he squeezes you. So this one is going to be a body and some kind of like endurance or what is this? I guess athletics would be fine. Yeah. So this is going to be a body athletics check.
Is my armor helping me at all in this then, since it's not like
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Ah, we tied. Okay. I set the difficulty. You have to beat the difficulty. So instead of taking 12, you take a 10 physical, which is going to put you above. So you can choose to take trauma instead, or you can give in. Give in condition, by the way, is that you're just going to be taken. Or you can take a D10 of trauma.
How does that work with the fact that I'm already at a D8 of grappled?
It's a new field of trauma. So that D8 grapple is just him holding you. But yeah, it will be a trauma condition that is going to take time and care to be able to remove.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking trauma.
Okay. The goons are going to shoot at you. The grappled is a wash, but they are going to add in your trauma. I guess you could call the trauma like crushed.
I did already.
Yeah, and they're also going to use your mental. Oh, I got to do that. So yeah, you can try to you can try to dodge. You don't get to utilize the grapple condition because it's a wash.
What am I trying to beat?
That.
I'm going to bump up my athletics again. Surely. Surely one of these times.
Hey, no hits.
We sure I can't use more than 2 outcome dice? Like, there's no way.
I mean, you can purchase to add in additional dice.
Wait, I can do that?
I think so. Am I misremembering that? Guys?
I don't know. I'm.
Yeah, you totally
To your
can.
effect? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
What was that? I'm sorry.
You can spend PP to add in additional dice to your outcome or effect, right?
Correct.
No fucking way!
The actual bumping up your attribute was not one of them. I let it slide.
Oh no, she has a distinction that
ability?
allows that to happen. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
or special effect. Sorry, I have like errors flying, so if you put your number on the screen, I don't see it. And I don't know why it's all showing up in the...
Combat tracker related again?
Wait, did you say I have a special effect that does that? I do not have a special effect.
You had a special effect that allowed you to bump up your agility
Yes.
from the 10 to a 12.
Yes.
But Pappy was saying that you couldn't do that, except that you have a special effect that allows that. So yes, you could.
Oh, okay. So unrelated
But-
to the thing I was asking about.
Correct. But you can spend PP to add an additional one of your dice that you
Are
rolled
Fucking kidding me.
into
All right.
either effect or...
So spending PP, you can add additional skill before, create a D6 asset for the scene, include more die in outcome/effect after roll,
I would
Share
have
an
played
asset
this
with one
so
other.
differently.
spend 2 PP share with all, PP to stay in fight related to TO or other drain essence. So
Okay.
you can add an additional skill if you want before the roll, or you can add an extra die or effect. So if you're rolling 6 dice, you get to add extra die to effect or outcome.
Yep.
But if you have other skills that would also apply, you can get more dice that way too.
I would have played that so differently.
Wait, James, did you just roll an 18, James?
Yeah.
Why does it show as raised rolling that for me?
That's what I see too. That's what I was
Yeah.
So I have something weird happening.
I have a bunch of errors in my actual like roll area, and I think
Yeah.
it's
Same.
because my mental stress is at a 12 and it's confused.
Right, yeah, it's the first time we'd have.
Because like
a
all of
stress that high.
it's really upset about the different stresses and conditions is what it seems like it's mad about.
And I think it's actually crawling through the combat tracker, and it's crying about every single person's defense trait, is what it looks like to me.
I
don't know why
see
it's doing
that. Here, I can show you what I see because it looks like it's all of my
Says
conditions.
error can't find DB node.
No, so this is what I
Oh.
see.
Oh, that's annoying. Oh, those aren't errors. Oh crap! I forgot to take out the debug.
Oh, nice.
That's what that is. I left the debug in there. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But
Then I'm not seeing the
me, I'm-
errors, but
Yeah, me. I'm getting error can't find DB node.
oh, yeah, I don't
So
see
I don't
those.
know why, but it's happening. Like usually, the errors happen inside of the thing that pops out on the screen. This is all happening in the chat screen. It's annoying.
Are you logging errors by accident?
Maybe, but I don't remember doing that. But again, it was about a month ago that the last time I worked on something in here. So okay. She's going to try to put you to sleep again. And she's going to use your mental press.
What is the counter roll for this one again? It was will survival.
Will, yeah, survival. Buying it.
Of course you are.
Okay, so you didn't beat the difficulty, so she basically she's taking you out. She's raising your mental above 12.
Okay.
And you pass out in the creature's arms.
And I'm crushed immediately to death because it has no control. I then drown in the
Whoa.
horrible, filthy sewers below the city.
I will love her and squeeze her until she dies. Okay. The rest of you are standing on the city streets outside of um, Vanian's shop, or Vanian's place. Basically trying to think of what is it that you're going to do next. Raptor, you look at your your data pad, and you can see that one of your drones is at the shipyard.
I also have the scent of one person, right? On the trail.
You have a scent of a truck.
I mentioned that out loud if they want to follow that lead.
Why is my drone at the docks? I'm gonna give a phone call to Raz or Raze.
Okay. It rings and eventually goes to her voicemail.
Question: checking on my drone, do I hear it ringing in the vicinity?
Yes.
Can I?
That was smart. I like that.
Yeah. Can I have it slowly sneak out to get an idea of where she might be or what's around her
Sure.
inconspicuously?
Sure. Give me a logic, maybe engineering roll.
Not a drone pilot?
No, it's not really about piloting it.
Okay.
Piloting it is easy. And this is about like pulling the information back to you.
Oh, God. I have no PP.
That's like a awesome battle cry of ours.
For the PP!
Well, I'm just looking back silently, pretending like I'm in the same boat.
Wait a minute. If I started with 0, do I get one?
If you started with 0, you get 1.
Okay. Okay.
It's the rule of Spider-Man. Everybody gets 1.
Tell him, Peter. Okay, let me layer this real quick.
She's at the dock.
Took me a second to like figure out how your drone got to the shipyard. I was like, what? Why did it ring there, huh?
So,
I'm like, oh, you gave him a message. You probably like tracked her or something, right?
yeah,
When she
cutscene
left.
when you were standing outside of the funeral home, and Reyes tells you all why she's going. You guys see like it does that whole Ant-Man zoom in, and you see crawling down Raptor's pants, one of his drones. It's a tiny little bug, and then it crawls and jumps up onto her boot, and hangs on.
You cheeky bugger.
Oops, you know what? I need to clear all of that. I accidentally loaded the combat tracker again, so now it has like triple the amount of people. Try again. Cool. And put you all back on.
Where'd all the goons go?
frozen.
Are you bringing the map back up after we close it?
I'm trying. I'll be bringing a map up, but
Okay.
I'm waiting till I stop being frozen.
Do you want to just reload the game, reset all these bugs?
No.
Okay.
I now know why I'm frozen. Apparently, I accidentally copied Ray's character, and it was going through the whole process of building it.
That'll do it.
Yep. Whenever you're ready.
Well, now we just have a Ray clone in some tank somewhere. It's canon event.
Did you all see the Dungeons and Drag Queens thing I posted?
What was
Say
that?
it
You
again?
posted in a shitpost?
Yeah. So they've never, except for one of them. It seems like one of them has played before, but the rest of them they've really never played D&D before. They're playing with Brendan Lee Mulligan, and so they kind of have a rule on Dimension 20 that when they say something, as long as it doesn't contradict anything else, it's canon. And so she was asking him about invisibility, and he was like, "No, you don't have invisibility. You have," and you started going through the rules explanation of it, and she was like, "Oh my God, this whole time, oh, girls, we got to talk. I am sorry. I thought I was invisible this whole time." And they're all sitting there going, "Yeah, we could have seen you. I was just walking naked through the apartment. We know. It was very uncomfortable." We were like, "You just do your thing," but all right. So, this is what you'll see. And
This is from the drone's perspective.
yep. So the drone comes popping out, up near where the scientist is, as I'm trying to get a drone icon.
I'm sorry, I was watching the video. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. City Mist.
Here we go.
Satanist, what? Scientist.
Whoops, did I just move the whole screen?
A little bit, not too much.
Yeah, that moves everybody.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Everybody one back. Okay.
Earthquake.
Whoop. Yeah, and let me lock that so I don't do that again. Okay. So, yeah. Why can't I select the token now?
Because you locked it.
That's what happened. Wow.
Well, there's a bug permanently on that screen. I can't move the damn bug. Oh well, there's not going to be a drone. So you get the scientist.
I don't see a bug. It's okay. He's there somewhere.
It's the bug in the room with us right now.
It's so small, I can't see it.
There's your drone. All right. So, yeah. Basically, you appear in here, and you see, there's kind of like a hospital bed, with a raise, because this has been some time. She's in like some kind of hospital gown, strapped to the bed, and you see these robotic arms all like working around her. But one of them that particularly stands out is this long metal rod that's pretty much very close to her eye.
Oh, I know what they're doing. Removing her eyes.
It's pressing the reset button.
Eh.
Sneaking the drone around, you could see that there's others in the warehouse.
Other people or other things?
Other people. So you see what you see on the screen.
And the goons just look like people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Different metatypes. The truck though is an armored truck.
Oh.
Hey, in this world, are goons legally required to wear like jerseys with their numbers on, so we know?
Sometimes.
Is Goon 4? Is Goon
Yeah.
3?
Pretty much.
They all have this mismatched jerseys.
Right.
For some odd reason, that's the
Goon,
style.
Goon Squad.
Very
yeah.
peppy
They've
music
been to
hear
minion
my.
school. Yeah.
This is very peppy music to hear my body being mutilated to.
I hear nothing.
It's
Oh,
the
that's
gaming music. Yeah.
Well, I had it turned down. Guys, we gotta get to the docks. Looks like Razi.
Why is it so hard to say Rays? Why can you
Rays.
never say my characters' names? I don't understand.
How do you pronounce scissors?
Rays. I'm gonna start phonetically spelling everything.
Easy.
It appears Rays has been taken hostage, and she's having something done to her body against her will.
Why you gotta make it weird, man?
Oh,
Gizzle slithered up
quick.
and
she's quick. God damn.
into the room, and she tells the doctor, as soon as you get what you need from her, go ahead and commit the reset.
Hell no, bro. Is she out of the room yet?
You what?
Is she out the room?
Yes. Let me be clear about what the S stands for. They're the scientists with an S.
Yes.
There's like 3 or 4 of them working around the table.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to use my drone. Let me go to my drone. And jack into one of the computers and shut down whatever's going on.
Okay.
It is a mobile data port.
Sure. Absolutely. I would say their computer system probably has a threshold of 3d8.
I've got a D12 to play with.
Okay.
Okay. Engineering. Logic or intuition?
That's not a bad start for you to be able to start knocking shit down with them.
Intuition? Or logic?
I'm going to spend a PP. It would be logic.
Hacking, cracking. Crack-a-lacking.
I'm going to spend a PP to reroll its defense. Not too helpful.
Clubbed into the blob tricks.
Buying it.
Ah, I'm a good die too. Dang it.
That's why I'm buying it.
Why did I say raptor? Oh, I'm bad at names. Okay. I saw Raptor, I thought Daniel, and I'm like, what?
Damn it. Croc monkey. Okay, fine. I will spend a PP point.
Okay.
And I will add 2 effect dice. That should be 2d8 right there.
Yep, you knock off 2d8. So the machine surges and part of it shuts down. A couple of the scientists start to go and look at the monitor and type a few things. And they're like, seems to be a hardware malfunction. And they start working on the equipment. Here's the thing. If they start working on the equipment, they're going to quickly find the drone. So you could either A, get the drone out of there so you could still have it as a spy, or B, you could try to make another attack. But if you do, it's going to be done.
They're going to find it?
They will find it.
Can I do 2 things?
Maybe.
One more attack. When they find it, have it explode.
She is in the room with it.
It's a small explosion.
Sure.
Well, here's the thing. So the reset, they have the machine to reset. Just theorizing.
Technically, they could do it with hand tools, but I mean, this day and age, doctors and scientists would prefer using the equipment. But right now, also, okay, so if you did that, keep in mind that right now you still have the element of surprise. Nobody knows that,
True.
that you're aware where she's at.
I'll stop if it's just, hopefully it's slowing down just enough.
They're going to need to start working on the equipment. And that's probably going to take them some time. So it's going to buy you enough time to where they can't continue what they were doing to her by the time you get there.
Cool. That's what I'll do. I'll put the drone, go back and be a spy.
All right. Give me a, that would be a intuition stealth check.
There's no stealth. I gotta roll it down. It wouldn't be like piloting?
No, you can easily move the thing.
Then we gotta move it quietly.
I mean, granted, you get to use your distinction of drone pilot. That would make sense, but
Cause my stealth sucks ass. Horribly sucks ass because I'm not stealthy. Could I use a PP point to add my piloting in there
yes.
with a specialty of drones?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Just because you're gonna buy another one. Oh wow! I rolled a 4. Oh God! Come on, man! Quit doing this to me. Because a 6 and a 6 just won't do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Good Lord.
You like as you or like they go up and they like it crawled like your bug it crawled up and it got into this compartment that's beneath the bed, and you started pulling apart the wires and cutting and frying them that way, and like it you hear them grab the lid and they start to pull it off, And so you have the bug jump and actually attach itself to the inside of the lead and crawl up into one of the little corners. They pull it off. They're like, what the hell happened in here? And you'd see a bunch of wires and you see like fizzing and like like smoke and stuff singeing from it. And they're like, how old is this equipment? And the guy was like, I just assembled this today. And she was like, you did a shitty job. And so she gets up and goes, she kind of tosses the lid over to the side and she gets up and goes and grabs a toolbox and starts looking for what she needs.
Cool. Okay, I'll zoom back to the main character. Spectre, Foxtrot, we need to go now. Ray's in trouble.
What? It's been like a few hours. What do you mean?
She got kidnapped somehow, some way, and they're trying to extract something from her and then reset her brain.
Foxtrot size like it never ends.
We need to go now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Say no more.
Did Mad Dog just like disappear?
Nah, he's still with you.
He's still with us. Okay.
In spirit.
Yeah. And he puts up his gun. He's like, all right, who else do we need to take out tonight?
People, I'll just tell you where to shoot and you go crazy.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Cool.
Raptor's vehicle is like an SUV. I forget.
Yes, it is an
Okay.
SUV.
Would it be beneficial for while we're traveling in the SUV to the warehouse or to Ray's location for me to call my cyber bike and then have it catch up to the SUV and for me to go ahead to get there ahead of time to scout the area?
That's just cool.
Yeah.
Your cyber bike has that ability?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Very neat. So yeah, absolutely. You guys are taking off and you're heading down, leaving the Barrens. And as you're coming across the bridge back into the downtown, your bike comes and catches up. The side door is able to slide open, and the bike basically can lean itself up against the car, so you can step on it. And yeah, you take off.
Cool.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Answer.
So I have that like shadow mount thing, right? That
Mhm.
hasn't come up yet. And I can walk through shadows. Can I like travel in the shadow world on that mount?
No.
Okay. I thought that'd be too good.
So yeah, Foxtrot, give me a... Really, you don't have burglary?
I don't. I'm very hyper focused in stealth and infiltration, so it's not really. I'm more like survival is where my auxiliary points are at.
So I'm not sure what you were meaning to do with survival. But burglary is what's supposed to be for infiltration.
Okay. Maybe I was.
So if you want to respect for that, cool. Totally let you, but that, like, if you're going and you're wanting to like scout out a place to find like ways of entry or escapes or all that other stuff, basically you're building scene aspects that you and the team can use. That is burglary.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when I was going between those two, because I was thinking more like survival, as in like, surviving the city elements when I need to if I'm called.
Survival's for wilderness.
Oh. I thought it was just survival in general.
Not necessarily.
Well,
That's. Go ahead.
When I read it, that's what it was saying.
Was it?
So.
Like, I was thinking more like insurance against being caught. Like if I need to escape or try to Survival.
So
and escape.
survival pertains to the ability to endure and thrive in hostile environments and dangerous situations. It includes knowledge of wilderness survival, resource gathering, finding shelter, navigating hunting, and other skills needed to overcome challenges of unforgiving conditions. So in a way that you can use it in like the urban setting, like if you need to find shelter, like if it's
Mm.
raining or there's acid rain happening and that's what you're looking for, or you're trying to figure out where do you go from here, you're navigating.
Or you try and
Those kind
survive
of
an earth elemental crushing you.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be a hostile environment or a dangerous situation.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna try and I'll respect real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Burger to 8 and survival back down to 4. All right, let me do that real quick.
Cool.
Out of curiosity, is this place we're going in the same direction as the Sentai smell before?
No, it is not.
No? Okay.
The who smell?
I had
So he's
caught wind of the smell of the people who came and attacked
Oh,
the place
okay.
before we got there.
Oh, see, I was
So-
hearing in my head, the whole I dreamed a dream, but I heard I smell the smell.
So he's
Santa's
talking
probably a better word, not smell.
the multi
I like smell.
Okay.
The multi-tick assassins.
oh, multi-tech. I was hearing multi-tick. And I was like, I don't remember them.
Yeah, anytime I hear multi, I think ball as in Futurama. Multi-ball, multi-ball.
I still think multi-pass, so.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I mean, and this is a cyberpunk universe, so it totally makes sense.
Multipass. So I guess the drone, like we know her location basically. Like there's no reason just to try and notice or scout where the warehouse is.
Dude, I can
Right.
tell you because you don't have a augmented reality of the bug. I can give you a general vicinity of where it's at.
Okay.
You can screenshot your bug's layout to his augmented reality. You could screen it to everybody's augmented reality. Everybody that has augmented reality will be able to see that.
It's good that everyone has that.
Everybody should have that.
Can I stream it to
Clearly.
his augmented reality so he can see the video feed?
Yeah, I'll say that's fine.
But only at 720p and 30 frames per second.
So be it.
Yeah, so basically it's garbage. It's not even watchable.
Trash.
You gotta take screenshots of and get good stills.
But yeah, he's able to give you the general layout, so you can see what you all see on the screen.
Okay. Which way are we coming in?
That's well. Let me set up a difficulty.
Because I can't see beyond this area.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was trying to look for a better map, but that was the best one I got.
Because personally, I would like to have Foxtrot come in from the northwest,
That's what I was thinking too.
while we come in from the east, loud and proud, and be shooting missiles and causing a ruckus to have them come towards us.
Okay.
And I
You
release
guys-
Mad Dog with his gun going crazy.
There was a firefight.
All right, so I'm setting this difficulty, which is it's not.
Do you guys want me to try and sneak in and get Ray while you guys are causing a havoc? Or do you want me to just fight with you guys?
If you and Foxtrot want to work together to secure her and get her away while we cause a ruckus,
I
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I do see a path of shadows up to her anyway. So
Yeah.
Keep in mind that is upstairs. I think you guys can see that. I just want to make
second
sure
story.
that's clear.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to. Well, you're going to use your mojo to get up there. I assume, Spectre. But yeah, so you're gonna have to come in somehow to get up to there. There is a window, as you can see the reflection on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But give me a roll. Difficulty is 9, unfortunately.
Or what?
This is for his scouting burglary.
Okay. So would it be agility with burglary or?
This would be probably intuition.
Okay. Burglary.
Really? That's your distinction?
Wait. Oh, sorry.
I mean, I just assume nimble infiltrator would be the distinction you would use.
I initially thought I was going to be the face of what we were doing previously, and I had it in my head for some reason. I don't know why. Would the community suit be applicable to this at all? Like,
No.
somehow no. Okay. Okay.
It will be to your stealth check that you're gonna have to make, but
Gotcha. All right. So roll this. Outcome. God damn it.
buying it. Okay, so that's bad. You succeeded. You get to add a D6 asset to the scene
Okay.
for breaking in. That you can use that for any purpose of breaking in, whether you're doing it stealthily or you just need a good point of entry. But you get to create that. You get to basically define this is a thing and why is it important.
That's interesting.
And you have full control of the universe here, so you can be like, I found like a bent what is that, the metal shedding thing that you can actually get through the bottom corner, so we have a way to get in through the back. Or I found an unlocked window, or I found a good position over on the east side that creates an element of surprise.
Yeah. While infiltrating through the window, Foxtrot sees on the east side where there's several, basically a hole in like the angle of how everyone is guarding the area. So it's like southeast is pretty open, but no one's really looking that way for the most part.
Cool. I will add that.
So just checking, how long does everybody want to go tonight? It's 10:30.
I mean, this is about to be the start of a combat scene, so we can end it right at the beginning of it. What was it, a D6 we said?
Yeah.
Delete you.
I'm good till 11, but then I definitely have to call it quits there.
Yeah, I'm good till probably around then.
Okay. So yeah, you check it out, and then basically you head on down to. Oh, I need a stealth check from you.
All right. Now here, can I use my chameleon suit?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent. They did not notice you as you were doing all that. And so you get away and you meet at a rendezvous point for meeting up with Raptor and Spectre, and you relay to them that information. That spot is available for you all for the first round of combat. Since they're not looking that way or paying attention, that would be great for an ambush or whatever it is that you want to do with it.
Can you mark which spot it was again?
So on the combat tracker, it's at the very top.
Does that show on the map somewhere?
I mean, I can put a X on the map if you want me to indicate that you have free reign of something that you want to do down there, the southeast corner.
Okay, it's just the southeast corner. Okay.
Anything you two want to do?
I was hoping they would go to the room, and then I would use the vehicle and Mad Dog to cause a distraction.
I mean, that's the plan, but do we want to do anything before we jump in?
Not really, because I was gonna come rolling up with the van, guns blazing.
Okay. Can I do a quick
I do
listen
see,
check before we go in?
Well,
See
stupid
you.
question. That is a balcony that runs along that whole southern side, correct?
Mhm.
And it is under shadow, correct?
Sure.
Could that be used to Spectre's advantage?
Yeah, I could sneak in around down there while you guys are taking the ground level.
Is it plausible he can get out and start moving that direction while we come in behind him later, like 15, 30 seconds later?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because even if Spectre doesn't have the agility to get up there, he can just start his shadow effect at the underneath the underhang, and then use that to
Mm-hmm.
go up and over.
Yeah.
To get up top.
Can I do a listen check though to see if they're saying anything relevant or somehow onto us or anything before I go in?
Yes. Gonna be a slightly tough difficulty, but damn.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh.
Not my greatest rolls. Can I reroll a 1? I forget.
Yeah, if you have something that allows you to.
It's not just a normal PP ability though.
No, you need a special effect that allows you to reroll.
Okay. So you got a 16? You just get like perfect dice? Wow.
I mean, other than the one that I rolled.
6. Well, I don't even think I could beat if I put all my dice. Sorry, I thought with hitches, if you roll a 1, you have to put the second dice. You can still default the d4 as your effect if you
Yeah.
have 3 dice and one's a hit. Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm glad that wasn't my sneaking roll.
So yeah, you listen through and you can hear murmurs and multiple heartbeats inside the building. But you do hear this rumble. And I got no further explanation for you with that.
Okay. I am going to just be cautious of that. We're still getting a feed from the drone, right?
I'm sorry, what?
We're still getting a live stream from the drone, or they are, I should say.
Yes,
They are.
Yeah. Oh, that's a
Everyone that
collective
has
we. It does not
AR.
mean me.
I thought you said, am I still getting the feed from the drone? Yeah, absolutely. He is sending the signal over to you. That's as far as it goes. You can hear Wi-Fi. That's what you're hearing.
Am I smart enough to decode it? Okay, well, I continue with the plan. So I'm like, I don't know what that murmur is.
Okay. If you're sneaking in, I need a stealth check.
Okay.
Yeah, I plan to sneak right behind them, so I guess I should do a sneak check as well.
Is there any magic or tech I should be worried about to avoid?
What do you mean?
Would that extra... I have like anti-tech and magic detection stuff. Would that apply here?
No, it doesn't apply here.
Okay.
And that only works with tech, right?
I have it on both.
Hmm?
I have it for both.
I don't understand.
What do you mean?
So your bonus for sneaking or anti-detection, that applies when from like technical devices, right?
Or magical means of detection. They have like a magic field or something. I don't know.
Really?
That's how you set it up. They
I mean,
put an
I
extra descriptor for the tech, and then it was by default a magic detection earring. Unless I built that wrong.
I assume that it was.
I wanted to get both.
I thought it
cases
was.
covered.
I see. Technically, it really should have a descriptor for magic as well as tech.
I thought when we first discussed it, it was like the magic one was like an innate descriptor. It's kind of like saying a fire sword is on fire kind of thing. So it didn't need to be there, but I don't know if I need to add that still.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm fine with it for now. So yeah, you do get to apply it.
Now I wrote my specialty the same way. Is that? Do you want me to change that to just be one
Your specialty.
on my stealth? It's a specialty. What's it called?
The anti-magic tech for your stealth is fine. That makes sense.
Okay.
How I was reading your signature asset was it was a magical device that prevented tech from detecting you. I didn't
I
realize that
see.
it also prevented magic. But yeah, well, we can rework it later.
And do I get the bonus from the D6 spot?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, you get to use that.
Wow, 2 ones.
Thank you. This is going to make this room a little bit more challenging.
More die you roll, the better it is for the GM. 15. All right, I'm going to spend a PP to add, not gain, sorry, to add an additional effect or outcome die.
Okay.
You got an 18, I have 17. What happens if I beat it by 5? The effect I get?
Yeah, what would be a heroic effect for this?
Defender, opponent asset, attacker, step up the effect.
Become extra shadowy? I don't know.
So it
What
says
would beating the effect do as well?
So it says heroic success, defender, opportunity asset, attacker, step up effect.
Yeah, so it's just going to make it harder for future people to detect you. So you're going to have that, whatever the effect die is, that's going to be an asset on you for stealth.
Sure, I'll spend another PP to add another dice then. Hope my math is right.
Jeez. Yeah, your math is good. All right. What does this look like?
How much PP did you spend?
2 for the 2 extra dice.
Good job.
So I'm going to.
He has buckets of it. He still is double digits PP.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's finally using it for a good
He's
cause.
completely out.
Look, if I fail on this mission, you guys know there's something wrong with my character. You see me sneak up onto this. So there's a window down here, right?
Sure. You tell me.
You see me. There's a window on the edge of that hallway to look out to the, not courtyard, but whatever is out there. And I kind of like, as I approach the wall, sneaking up to it, I turn into a shadow and kind of just like seep through the corners of the brick on the walls, like little gaps, and turn into like the edge of the windowsill and kind of just slither in as a shadow. And I guess, is the window open already, or do I have to unlock it for Felix?
I think Foxtrot helped find and create an advantage down at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you want to say that you unlock it for him, cool. I mean, you're just adding to the story. He will have a way to get in. But
okay. Yeah, I just make sure it's unlocked and scout out the area in front of the hallway, or in the hallway, to make sure there's no one there as well before I look back and give a shadowy thumbs up at the window.
It's kind of like the Peter Pan thing, and you're on the inside, but then a shadow form of you appears on the outside, and you're like,
perfect.
Mr. Game & Watch style.
Yeah, and say what?
Did I hear that right? He's unlocked a second story door
Window. Yeah.
On the southeast side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the effect that Raptor's going to be able to get in there. He's just creating a story behind it.
Oh, okay,
hey,
so
this advantage was found, and that's how I utilize and just explain the advantage of utilizing that. Just
gotcha. I didn't know if I didn't know if I still had to roll a stealth check to get up to the second balcony where Spectre is now as well.
I mean, you're going to need to make a stealth check, but I mean, you have that.
6.
You have that 6 that you can also use, like you did.
Okay.
And so yeah, as you get up there, you see the scene that down there. However, since you have an advantage point, you also see these things.
Other
Do I
bots coming
recognize
by.
it?
The fuck are those?
They're botched creations. I'm calling them botched undead, but basically, Evo Corporation has their hands in the thing called the Surge,
Oh yeah, I read about that.
and it has an acronym for something, and why can't I remember it?
Yeah, it causes.
Groups.
It's basically what Spectre is, per se.
Like half
Eh.
human things.
Yeah. Sudden unexplained genetic expression.
Ah,
I don't know what the R stands for.
Do you know what the R stands for?
I don't.
Hey, if they're botched, can we buy them with PP?
Can you what? That's a hitch. But I appreciate the humor. But yeah, so they're manipulating different creatures, and unfortunately, these didn't work out so well. But they seem to follow orders, and they're here, resting on top of these boxes. But to your horror, you have no way of getting that information back to them.
well, actually, you see, I have this thing on my super senses that lets me share my senses with them.
Don't
So
you
I
have to
could
touch for
transfer-
that?
It doesn't say that. Is that a rule?
I thought you and I discussed that that's how that would work.
Sounds right.
Oh, okay, never mind. Can I like write on the window monsters instead? Shadows?
Ah, monsters.
Why is he writing like a novel? None of us could see that from here.
Just like outside in the daylight, like in the front of the car, can I just like draw a picture of a monster and then like an arrow point in a shadow?
I mean, you can. It's not going to do anything. But I like the visual of you actually try to draw a like a monster or something in the window, and they're like, "What kind of script is
Doing
that?"
everything I can, guys. Well, I guess for Foxtrot, we'll see him when he gets in. I'll leave it to him.
This is my turn for my stealth check.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Treasure. Stealth. Agility. Chameleon suit. Area advantage. I'm gonna spend a PP to add an extra outcome dice to this roll.
I mean, you can always wait till after you roll.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're adding an additional skill.
Oh, okay. I forgot I can wait. Never mind.
Mhm.
Okay.
I saw my roll again, and I thought you rolled that, and I was like, he has to beat a 25.
Yeah.
Am I rolling first or you? You are. Okay. 13. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add a dice.
Okay. Great. So yeah, you're in.
Nice.
I can go ahead and drop you all onto this. Where did Raptor go?
Off to the side.
Shit
You guys know.
outside was drones. Sipping on a Mai Tai.
He's off to the side.
Gotcha.
As he gets in, I kind of point his attention towards the creatures down below.
Flashlight like a double like what? What is he even looking at?
Does he not see them?
No, I do. But Flashlight's in
oh.
disbelief of what he's looking at. It's like, and then tries to relay as best he can to everyone else.
Then I guess we just call it here because we can start opening next game with an onslaught of missiles and gunfire.
Yeah.
I just realized it's going to be like 2 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
We have the high ground though. Famous last words. Sometimes.
See Mad Dog carry his weight.
Yep. I don't know why.
Oh, his weight. What am I saying? Carry his weight.
Excuse me.
Oops. Please don't do what I think you're about to do.
I won't.
Yeah, of course you do.
Freeze? Is it frozen again?
No, it duplicated him. I need to.
More clones to the tank.
I need to get better of telling it. No, don't do that. But there we go. Okay, so
Dude, that thing is really creepy looking.
I'll let you guys decide. What do you want Mad Dog to do?
Mad
Is he coming
Dog-
with Raptor?
Yeah, he's going with Raptor.
Okay.
He's
We're
our
gonna-
front
we're
man.
gonna Basically use him as a Gatling gun and just open fire from the van. Van's got missiles, armor, drones.
Cool.
We're just going to cause a barrage, destroy as much things as possible, and just...
Yeah,
Have
it's so
fun.
fun.
I'm not trying to kill anyone here, per se. I'm just trying to rescue Rays.
What's
Man,
left of me.
But Mad Dog is like, but I can kill as many people as I want, right?
No, this is out of character.
Oh.
In character, everything's fair game.
Okay, gotcha.
We're just going to cause mass destruction and mayhem. If people die, people die.
If they die, they die.
Mad Dog's like, oh, let me bring out the big guns then.
Cool. And this is where we'll pick up at the very beginning next game.
Okay. Are we good for next week, or?
Let's see.
I'm good.
I'll have to do that later. I should question mark be question mark?
I'm open.
I have
Yeah,
nothing on the
people-
calendar, so I should be good.
Is Ray's gonna be able to participate in this battle?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
like I don't want her to just be like
No.
not in the game for the first few hours.
Absolutely not.
I have plans for when everything started going haywire from the beginning. So yeah,
Is it
just
gonna
like
be
a part of-
flawless?
I mean,
Flawless
yeah,
victory.
when this goes from flawless from the beginning.
I'm
just-
going to be turned to a super robot that is just basically like a giant mech and just tries to murder everybody with impunity. So good luck,
Borg.
everybody else.
Last time I tried to rescue you.
Apparently, that's what I'm good at, is being a damsel. So you know, I tried not to be, but this is how I was introduced to the group. So you know, it feels very fitting.
Yeah, I kind of was like, I don't really want to go for the hostage thing again, but I really
when
want
was
to
the
open
first
with
one?
this storyline.
It was about 10 years ago. 11 actually.
Fair enough.
And
Oh,
yeah,
you mean another game? Okay, that
Oh,
makes more sense.
okay.
I thought it was like
both. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Was that the D&D one?
That was the D&D one. I was tied up in a cave. Somebody shot an arrow and almost murdered me as you guys were trying to save me. It was great.
That wasn't me. I wasn't in that first game there.
No, I think that was actually Shane.
Yeah, Shane and Rick. I showed up.
It was
I think,
one of
the
those
second
two.
game. Because we played the first game, I missed the second one when it actually introduced you and your whole backstory about your friends. And then the third game, I saved everyone. Granted, I did make a pact with the devil, but
I was gonna say I don't remember that. I just remember you trying to murder me throughout the first half of the game. So
No, I was not gonna murder you.
Uh-huh.
You,
Maim,
Pappy, weren't.
maim, maybe.
That was something that